specific frequency.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about.
So what I'm talking to you about today is habits and what it takes to get you to that next level. Welcome, everybody. It's going to be a quick 15, 20-minute conversation because I have a class at 1 p.m., but I thought of habits and I thought of 2022, what it takes to break the sequence, what it takes to break the sequence to get you into a 2022 rhythm. So welcome. My name is Kamal, and I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I'm here bringing to you a habit-changing method that is nothing like other. It's coming to you from thinking into results. So you're in for the right place. You're in to learn your habits. You're in to get yourself going in the right direction. I'm going to talk about habits because there is a place. Listen to this. There is a place.
Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it.
You can see it. You can
do it.
It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your step. Set so big it jazzes you.
So really big it jazzes you. Set something so big.
Something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you. You'll know it. You'll know it.
You will know it.
You will feel it.
You will feel it.
Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite.
Do you want it? That's what I'm talking about.
Not do you need it.
Do you want it?
Could you do it? The only prerequisite is do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wakened the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did,
and you can. So I want to invite you today to a different conversation on habits and how you can change your habits for the next while. For the permanent habits. You see, very few people understand habits. And if you have not met me, my name is Kamal. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching me live. I'm going now live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and looks like Twitter as well. It's the first day, I think, going on Twitter. So thank you, Twitter, for fixing my account. Blessings to every one of you. So we want to talk briefly about habits, these pesky habits that you are attempting to fix. You're trying to fix it, but it's just not working. You want to change, but it's not happening. So I hope you've enjoyed the holidays. And by this time of the year, we're on the 11th day. Many of you are just on this wagon of new habits. You are on this wagon of, I want to get a new habit. I want to go to the gym. I want to do this. I want to do that. But what's going on? Are you really into it? Are you really going to change? Are you really going to change this time? What's it going to take this time to make this habit stick? Or are you like everybody else setting resolutions? Or is it a commitment? What is it? What's it going to be? How is this new habit going to stick this time? What are you going to tell yourself this year, this time, that it's going to stay? See, so many people try to change. So many will try to change by themselves, and they figure they are the heroes, and they can just do it. They can just wake up and say, nope, I'm doing this, and they do it. And then they do it for a few days, and then they stop. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking to you about habits, about how you can change your habits properly, how you can change your habits that stick so you can start getting results. And that's what I teach. I teach thinking into results. I teach you how to think so you can develop the things that you want. So you can develop really good, solid habits that you can make money, that you can generate an income. Yes, income. Sales equal income. And we actually have a class at 1 p.m. today for sales at 1 p.m. So if you're interested, hit me up and I'll be happy to get you in very, very quickly. It's going to change your life. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking about habits. and how you can start forming amazing habits. Habits that people are going to say, wow, how do you do it? How do you stay consistent? How do you show up? So if you want to be a top man, a top woman, a sales individual, if you want to be the one that people are talking about, you need success habits. You need to change how you think. You need to change how you operate. But how do you do it? How do you replace the old ones with new ones? See, the problem, most of us, is that we learned habit forming in the wrong way. We learned it as a negative approach. So you can't just form bad habits, right? You can't just get rid of these bad habits. You need to replace them with good ones. And Buckminster Fuller said, to change, you have to upgrade to a new model. You have to upgrade to a whole new model. Sorry about that. The dog here probably saw the Amazon individual dropping off a package, probably for one of the kids. I have a 16 and 20-year-old, so there's always something coming. So you can't just get rid of bad habits. You need to replace them with a better habit. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever heard that people will stop smoking, then they go gambling? They'll stop drinking, they start playing cards. So you stop something, you start something else. You cannot just stop a negative habits. You have to replace it with a better one. You have to build a new model, and you have to do certain things to make it stick. You see, nature's abhor a vacuum. Nature, that's the laws of success. That's what we teach in Thinking into Results, and that's my invite for you today. My invite for you today is to start forming success habits, and they could be money-making habits, health habits, fitness habits, beautiful habits, good-looking habits. What are you doing? What are you building? I'm going to teach you some of the key ways of how to get there with this system, Thinking into Results. So you can't just get rid of a negative habit. You have to replace it with a positive one. But how do you do it? How do you automatically go from negative to positive? How do you go automatically from not working out to starting to work out? You see, habit forming requires repetition. My mentor, Bob Proctor, has figured something out back in the 60s, and he's been teaching it for the last 61 years. And I'm now grateful that I'm in his group to learn this elite forming habits. And I'm bringing it to you right here. You can come and study it with me. I'm inviting you to actually do that. I'm inviting you to start studying Thinking into Results, to start studying something that you've never seen before. If you're tired, frustrated, and you're not getting the results, this is for you. If you're not selling enough, this is for you. If you're not making enough money, this is for you. If you're broke, this is for you. I don't care what you're making. It doesn't matter if you're broke. This is for you. I don't care if you don't have money. This is for you. You see, you have to find yourself in a way with somebody that's going to help you get to that next level. And habit forming is the key. You just need to step up and say, I want more. And then somebody like me is going to come and help you. So this habit forming that Bob Proctor figured out requires repetition, requires self-suggestion to your success control mechanism. Up in here in your mind, there is a control mechanism that's making you do what you are doing. Some of the things that you're doing are not good, but you keep doing them. Termaine here has amazing habits, but then he's got some things that he's not doing. He knows he needs to do it, but he doesn't do it. He knows he needs to do it, but he doesn't. He wants to do it. But the success mechanism, it's an interesting word, success, kind of difficult, right? Sometimes it sounds like sex, but I'm talking about success. You know you got to do it, but you don't do it. So this repetition has to happen. This control mechanism that's within you needs to be reprogrammed. How do you do it? This subconscious mind that you have is a marvelous mind. Now, your willpower is not strong enough to beat this power of habit. As much as you're going to tell me, Kamal, I got it. I've got this figured out. Well, good for you if you do. I'd like to have a conversation. You just have to look at your results. Are they where you want them to be? Are you paying all your bills without worrying about it? Do you have the time and financial freedom that everybody is seeking? Right? So are you operating from where you want to be or even where you've been? See, you must give yourself a command and follow it. Can you actually do this? Can you give yourself a command and follow it? And if you're watching me here on Clubhouse, on YouTube, or Facebook, I want to thank you so much for being amazing. Thank you for the comments. I cannot see all the screens. I cannot see who's commenting or not. So unfortunately, I only have one screen in front of me. And I see there's 3 viewers here on the this live stream. And I see a few of you on Clubhouse, 2 or 3. So I appreciate that very, very much. So you must give yourself a verbal command and then attempt to follow it. But how do you do it? You're doing it the way your parents taught you how to do it. They kept telling you over and over and over again to do something, and you started doing it. Now, habit forming is not fun, but it should be fun. You should be doing something that you like to do. You should be something that you want to grow into. because a negative association with the habit forming is bad, right? Like if you have a negative association of going to the gym, you're not going to form it. If you're feeling of going to the gym as oh, you're going to sweat and you're going to work out and your muscles are going to hurt, guess what? You're not going to do it. So you have to change that feeling. You have to work with the emotion. What's going to happen as you build this muscle? How slowly you're going to build into it? And then there's going to be repetition. So when we were young, we didn't get praised and rewarded enough to form all these good making habits. We were reprimanded a lot. We came from lack. We came from a situation where don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. So we couldn't stick to our habits. But now, as we're getting more mature and we want to form these mechanisms, we have to reprogram our subconscious mind. So we usually get punished for doing bad things, right? And when the schools that I went to, we used to get punished. Even if you got 70, 80%, you had mistakes, you used to get punished. Can you believe that? And they were amazing people, amazing teachers. They were actually nuns, and I love them. I send them love every day. But we used to get punished for not getting the grades. How is that even possible? We're trying, but that's what they know how to do. So it's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. They did their best with what they could. And I'm here sharing with you now how you can start winning, how you can start forming better habits. So over the next few weeks, you're going to see a few clips here and there how you can do it. And what I'm saying today is repetition. What I'm sharing with you today is repetition in a certain way. Thinking into Results has the tools and the system that you need to start forming these habits, to get well, to start feeling healthy, wealthy, happy, to start earning the money that you deserve, to start feeling like the king and queen that you are. So let's put this into practice. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes because my class is at 1. So I'm going to leave myself 10 minutes to take a break and get something going to drink for the 1 o'clock class. For my sales class, we're going to talk mindset, because sales is a mindset. That's another forming habit that we do. Even if you're a salesman or saleswoman, you want to learn how to sell, it's a habit. Do you make the phone calls? Do you do the replies? How do you actually operate every day? So we're teaching that. Bob is teaching me, Bob Proctor, and I'm now teaching it to my clients. The link is actually right here. And if you're interested, you need to jump on it. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. This is a chance of a lifetime. Like, I'm not going to do this forever, but I decided to do it based on some client suggestion. And here it is. We're going to start doing it. Why are we doing it? Well, we're doing it because we can. So if you want to start forming some elite habits, if you want to start forming some habits that really can change the course of your life, this is for you. Imagine you start making a habit, for example, seeing one client a day. Yet now you're probably not seeing any clients. And if you're seeing one, you're not doing the right thing anyways. So what if you can start being one sale a day kind of individual, one client a day, one client a week, one client every 2 days? We start building this mechanism for you automatically, so that automatically you become that individual, right? So that's kind of what I'm talking about. And that's going to happen at 1 o'clock today. So if that excites you, reach out and say, hey, I'd love to see that. I would like to know what else you're working on. Well, Thinking into Results is one of them. The One Sale a Day Club is another one. Think and Grow Rich is another one. It's different habits that I'm building, different mechanism to change my routine so I can build a successful mechanism permanently. See, when I change, I shift. You probably heard that, shifting your paradigm, becoming successful. We need to shift and stay there. Not just temporarily, not just feel good for one day. I want you to feel good 7 days a week. I don't want you to just feel good on Saturday, on Sunday. It's only what, Tuesday today? And people are already looking for the weekend. How come? It's because they're not living what they want to live. So let's go back to the habits, because I want to give you another nugget before we close down for the day and be ready for the 1 p.m. call, which is 17 minutes from now. What is a negative habit you'd like to replace? And what do you want to replace it with? So let's think of something. So for example, let's say procrastination. Let's say Charmaine and Nancy and those who are watching online have this procrastination habit, and you're going to stop procrastinating. Let's say it's on follow-up for people who are reaching to you to do business with you. And you say, I'm going to replace it. So what are you going to do? How are you going to replace this habit of not following up? Because you're procrastinating. Procrastination, your desire is too low. You don't have enough big of a goal. You're not engaged with it, and it's just not happening. And we need to replace it. So you can do something like this. I follow up with prospects every day, no matter what. I follow up with prospects every day, no matter what, and I enjoy doing it. So you write out the sentence, you write it out. And here I'm giving you the nuggets. I follow up with prospects every day, no matter what, and I enjoy it. I'm going to type it. I'm going to type it. I follow up, and I suggest you write it. I follow up with prospects every day, and I love it. Okay. So you use, here we go. So you start giving yourself this command with the single sentence. You start giving yourself this command starting today. If this is one of the things that you want to get better at, I follow up with prospects every day, no matter what, and I enjoy it. So that means every day you got to do it. So now I'm going to train you on it. You write out a single sentence that you are going to do already, that you're doing it. I am a professional. I am disciplined. I am mastered at prospecting clients. I'm mastered at follow up. So you write out the statement 20 times a day, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it. You can even do it in the morning. You can do it at night. You can do it at lunchtime. You can do it every time you're procrastinating. You can do it every time you feel that you are not attached to that goal. Because at some point you told yourself, I want that money. I want that income. I want that result. And you wrote it out and you gave yourself that command. Now, are you going to follow it? Are you really going to do it? Well, if you're struggling with similar situation, this is where we can help you. This is how we can get you to start doing what you're not doing. We call it thinking into results. It's a successful mechanism that would help you get there. Trust me, doing it on your own is too hard. For 19, 20 years, I've been doing it on my own. Until I got the mentorship and the guidance from the number one in the world, Bob Proctor, and now Laura Langmeyer. Both were in the movie The Secret. I did not get these results, but now I have. And I'm sharing it with you. So if this excites you, if this is something you're interested in learning, if this is something that you want to explore, send me your number. Send me your mail. Say, hey, Kamal, here's my number right here. I'm going to give you my number. I'm going to put it in. And say, Kamal, let's have a conversation. I like what you're talking about. I'm having this issue. Can you help me? Whatever it is, we can help you with it. We'll have the conversation and we can decide. If I can help you, if I can work with you, we can do it. I don't work with everybody. By the way, I only work with committed people because there's those who wish and hope and pray, but they don't move their feet. So I only want to work with those who are interested and excited about this year. They want to make this year a better year. If you're just going to come in and not even show up to class, it's not going to happen. If you're just going to sign up and not get any results, I'm not going to be excited about it. I'm excited by you getting results. So I only want to work with committed people. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to be a 10. If you're a 2 or a 3, I'm not your guy. I'm sorry. I want you to be on a scale of 10. I want you to have that drive. And if you don't have that drive and you want to have it, as long as you have that will, I'm able to get you there because you are able. You are able to get there. The key is, are you willing? And I could take you there on that journey. So if this is something you're interested in, if sales is one of those things you want to learn, if you haven't been successful and you're not getting the results and you're feeling like crap and your business not getting the results, give me a shout, give me a call. I would love to speak with you. I would love to have a conversation. That's my number right there on the screen. So if this is something that excites you, I look forward to speaking with you soon. And for those who have been listening and for those who keep coming back, I appreciate you very, very much. Love you all. Have an amazing Tuesday. And remember, the week is young. Don't let it just run by. We're only the 11th day of the year. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Don't beat yourself up with it. It doesn't matter if you haven't been winning. We can change that overnight. You just have to have that desire. You just have to have that want. If you just have any inclination to move your results this year, let's have a conversation. I look forward to speaking with every one of you. I'm also going to put my email here on the list. This way it stays in the link because people sometimes want to email instead of call. They're too shy to call. Because see, that's another problem. That we some people are too shy to get on the phone. So send me an email. So here it is on the screen. You can click on my bio, and you can find it. Let's have that conversation. Let's get you to start having at least 1 or 2 habits this year that can change the course of your income. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like an extra 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 in the bank? Can you take yourself there and imagine what's it going to be like when you don't have to worry about the bills? When you don't have to worry about your rent and mortgage and all these things? What would life be like? Well, let's make it happen. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for being here. Keep coming back. Invite your friends. I'll bring you bits and pieces like that every now and then just to get you moving. And some of you are sitting on the fence too long. You are waiting. I don't know what you're waiting for. You know this is good for you, Tremaine. You know this is good for you, Ibrahim. You know this is good for you, the two individuals on YouTube. And you know I love you. And you know when the truth resonates, you need to jump. Your intuition tells you what you need to do. You are just not moving. You are waiting for Santa. And I have a news for you. Santa's not coming. You have to come and grab it. You have to tell the universe, I'm willing to take the action. But as long as you sit on the sidelines, you're not taking the action. You're not taking the action. Listening to the information is not going to do anything. You have to get in the group. You have to get in the environment. You have to get the feel. This energy has to transfer to you by you being around. So I want to thank you again. This is my number and this is my email. I look forward to speaking with every one of you very soon. And for some of you, I will see you at 1 o'clock in class.